Most budgeting apps promise to fix your finances, but let's be honest, most of them just end up confusing you even more. And with so many of them out there, it's easy to get overwhelmed trying to figure out which one's actually worth your time. My name's Alex, and today we're comparing two of the biggest budgeting apps, Rocket Money and Mint. They both promise to help you manage your money better, track your spending, and hit your financial goals faster, but they both go about it in completely different ways. Rocket Money is like that organized friend who tells you when you're overspending and cancels those old subscriptions that you forgot about without you even having to ask. Mint, on the other hand, is more like a traditional budget spreadsheet. It's just way more colorful and way more systemized. So in this video, I'm breaking down both of them, how they actually work, what each one is best at, where they fall short, and most importantly, which one you should actually be using based on your situation. So with that said, let's get into it. All right, so what do they actually do? Both Rocket Money and Mint are personal finance apps. These apps are strictly designed to help you manage your money in one place, but they go about it completely differently. So Rocket Money's main focus is automation. The moment that you connect your bank account, it starts scanning for reoccurring payments, subscriptions, and bills. If you want it to, it'll even negotiate lower bills for you and cancel any subscriptions that you're not using. It's kind of built to save you money without you having to actually physically check the app every single day. Now, Mint, on the other hand, it's more of a budgeting dashboard. It pulls in all of your transactions and organizes it into different categories, and it also lets you set up custom budgets. You're basically in control of setting spending limits for your groceries, travel, entertainment, or anything like that. And then what Mint does is it actually keeps you on track and it sends you alerts if you go over that budget that you set for yourself. So Rocket Money tries to simplify your finances and make it more seamless for you. And Mint gives you all the tools that you need, but you're the one who's in control at the end of the day. Let's talk about the setup experience and what it's actually like when you set up your account. Rocket Money makes things ridiculously easy. You sign up, connect your bank accounts and credit cards, and within minutes, it's analyzing your finances. And really the main thing that it's doing is it's looking for reoccurring charges to show you where your money is going every single month. And then after Rocket Money goes in to analyze it, it goes ahead and gives you simple graphs so that you're able to easily understand its analysis and where exactly your money is going. The coolest part is that it finds your subscriptions, maybe even subscriptions that you forgot about, and you're able to actually cancel it within the app. So no more digging through old emails or making any awkward phone calls to cancel your subscription. I mean, I've personally been there and it's a really overwhelming place to be. So I just love how Rocket Money handles all of that for you so you don't have to think about it. Mint, on the other hand, it also connects your accounts very quickly, but it's kind of more manual than Rocket Money. On your end, you're probably going to need to go in and reorganize some transactions, and then you would have to set up budgets for different categories and then customize your alerts. So yeah, Mint gives you way more control, but it does ask you to do a lot more things, and it's just more work on your end, to be honest. If you want a clean app that shows you where your money is going, I would say Rocket Money wins for ease of use. Now let's talk about what really matters, budgeting. Mint was built for budgeting. I mean, that's basically its main feature. You can set up a monthly budget with different spending categories, get notifications when you're close to your limits, and even just see your progress over time. They do this by showing you a visual representation of your spending trends in charts. It breaks things down by week or month, and it just gives you a full overview picture of what your spending habits actually look like. And it gives you a clear picture of how you're doing. Now, Rocket Money has budgeting too, but it's not as customizable. I mean, you can totally set budgets, but it's more focused on giving you a simple breakdown rather than helping you tweak every little detail in the process. Instead of trying to micromanage every little category, Rocket Money gives you that big picture overview when it comes to your spending. It shows you where your money is going and what subscriptions are draining your account. So if you're somebody who wants really tight control over every single dollar, I would say Mint is probably the better fit. If you don't want to constantly manage your categories, I would say Rocket Money is way more chill. All right, so let's talk about subscriptions, and this is where Rocket Money really shines. If you've ever signed up for a free trial but you forgot to cancel, or if you're paying for 5 different streaming platforms but you only use 2, well, Rocket Money, they got you. It automatically scans all of your transactions, finds your subscriptions, and gives you the ability to cancel it within the app. You don't have to do any of the hard work like calling or emailing. Rocket Money does all of the hard work for you. Another feature that I think is pretty dope is that they actually offer a bill negotiation service. If you opt in, Rocket Money will reach out to service providers like your phone or your Wi-Fi or your internet service, right? Your cable service, and they'll try to get your bill lowered. If they are successful with it, they do take a cut of the savings, but it's money that you wouldn't have had anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Whereas on the other hand, Mint doesn't do any of that. There's no subscription cancellation and there's no negotiating bills on your behalf. So if you're tired for paying for stuff that you don't use, or you want to lower your monthly expenses with minimal effort, Rocket Money is in a league of its own. All right, so let's talk about the extras, the features beyond just budgeting. Mint has more tools when it comes to investment tracking and credit monitoring. If you connect your investment account, Mint will actually show your portfolio, track your performance, and actually show you how your net worth is changing over time. It also includes a built-in free credit score tracker, which gets updated every single week. And that's a really nice bonus if you're somebody who's working on building their credit or you're just somebody who likes to keep track of their credit score. Rocket Money does have some of these features, but it's locked behind their more premium plan. So if you're using Rocket Money, you'll need to pay to unlock credit scores and any deeper analytics. So if investment tracking and credit score monitoring are important to you, Mint offers that with no additional charge. But if that's not a deal breaker for you, Rocket Money still covers all of the basics. All right. Let's talk about the mobile app because let's be honest, most people use their apps on their phone. So let's talk about how that experience is like. I would say that Rocket Money's app really feels more modern, clean, and simple. How it's designed is it gives you the most important information right away. You don't really have to go digging and swiping through different screens just to find what you're looking for. You get a quick overview of your upcoming bills, your spending, and any alerts that you need to look out for. Now, the Mint app, it has improved a lot over the years, but in my opinion, it still feels a little bit cluttered. There's more menus, more features, and let's be honest, just more things to click on, which is totally cool if that's something that you're more interested in, if you're interested in the more detailed side of things. But to me, it just makes it feel super cluttered, I guess overwhelmed, not knowing where to go. Like if you're somebody who's trying to check your budget or just trying to see how much you spent on takeout last week, it gets really overwhelming because it's hard to find exactly what you're looking for. If you want a cleaner, more visual app experience, I would say Rocket Money feels a little bit more simpler and cleaner. But if you want more tools and you don't mind clicking around, Mint does offer more tools and more features. All right, so let's talk about pricing because this is where things get a little bit tricky. All right, so first of all, let's talk about the pricing on Mint. Mint is completely free to use. You get all the budgeting features, credit score tracking. Right here, you can see in this tools that you get free credit score checks. So credit score tracking is a huge one. And then account syncing is all included without no additional cost. The only trade-off is that you're actually going to see ads in the app. How Mint makes their money is by recommending financial products like credit cards or loans all within inside the app. So while it's free, it's definitely not ad-free, but I did a little extra digging for you guys, and I actually found out Mint has a premium version and a free plan. So let me just read right here for you guys. Users can upgrade to Mint Premium for $4.99 per month. This plan removes ads from the platform and provides several perks like bill negotiation and cancellation help with Mint's partner Billshark, spending projections and breakdowns with advanced data visualization, download Mint data into a CSV file from the mobile app. This is huge for some people. And then compare your spending habits to other Mint users. It says right here that removing ads is honestly the main advantage of Mint Premium. So if you're somebody who doesn't like ads, you can go ahead and sign up for Mint Premium for $4.99 per month. But if you don't mind the ads and you don't mind having to press the X every once in a while, then you can go ahead and just use their free version. All right, now let's go ahead and talk about the pricing of Rocket Money. Rocket Money has a free version, but honestly, most of its best features are hidden behind its paid version. So Rocket Money actually has a really interesting pricing. So first of all, let's just take a quick look at what their features are. So these are all the features you're going to be able to get: managed subscriptions, financial goals, spending insights, credit scores, bill negotiation, budgeting, net worth, and widgets. But on their actual page, you can't really find the pricing. I did a little bit of extra digging for you guys. And if you look a little bit deeper on the page, you can go ahead and you can ask a question. So how much does Rocket Money actually cost? Well, I did a little bit of extra digging and I found out that their premium membership, our optional premium membership, provides enhanced futures at a price that suits you. These prices can vary at times and across platforms, but in general, members can choose monthly prices between $6 and $12 per month. So as a premium member, you'll receive a 7-day free trial to explore the additional futures. After this period, you'll be charged the amount you choose during sign up. Okay. And you get bill negotiation service with the premium membership. So it's pretty cool because they give you 7 days to actually try the futures, see if you like them, see if you actually use them. If not, you can just go ahead and cancel and just use the free version. So how does the pay what you think is fair actually work? So it's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. You pay what you think it's worth. It starts from $6 and it goes all the way to $12, and you can kind of decide what you think is fair for the benefits that you're going to be using and all of the different features that they offer. So let me actually break down what you get with the premium. So you get subscription cancellations. You also get credit score tracking. And then you can also manage custom categories. And then you also get access to real-time syncing. I mean, it's not that expensive, but yes, it is still a monthly fee for the premium version of Rocket Money. All right, so here's the deal. Mint is free, but it includes ads and less futures. And Rocket Money, on the other hand, it charges a small fee if you want the full experience, but it comes with hands-off futures and really time-saving automations. All right, so let's talk about security and privacy because both of these apps do connect to your bank account, so security and privacy are huge. Rocket Money uses Plaid to securely link your accounts. This is the same service that's used by companies like Venmo and Cash App, so your data is encrypted and it's never sold. Mint also uses Plaid and bank level encryption, but because it's owned by Intuit, the same company that owns Credit Karma and TurboTax, it may or may not use your data for broader marketing purposes. But here's the good thing. Neither of these apps give anyone access to be able to move money in your account. They can only see your transactions, but they can't control them. So both of them are safe, but if you're someone who's extra sensitive and extra careful when it comes to data privacy, it's worth actually checking the fine print before you actually sign up. All right, to sum it up, I would say use Rocket Money if you want simplicity, if you want the futures, and if you just want ease of use. It's great if you're somebody who doesn't want to manually budget, if you have any subscriptions that you think you forgot about, or if you want somebody to help you negotiate your bills, Rocket Money is a great choice. Use Mint if you love tracking your spending in detail. It's also great if you want to build custom budgets and if you're looking for a free app that has solid investment and credit tools all in one. Mint takes a little bit more effort, but you definitely do get more control. To be honest with you guys, I would say both apps are perfect. It all really just depends on your personality. If you're somebody who's more of a hands-off person and you want to save money but with minimal effort, I would say Rocket Money is probably the right move. If you're somebody who loves to do it yourself and you love more customizable detail, you're like a person that really pays attention to small details, I would say Mint is probably the better choice for you. All right, so let's get into some frequently asked questions. Can I use both of the apps at the same time? Yes, you can, but honestly, it might be a little bit overkill. They both pull from the same bank account, so you'll basically just get double notifications for no reason. I would say just pick one that fits your needs best and just stick with that one. Does Rocket Money really cancel the subscriptions for you? Yes, as long as the company allows cancellations through email and phone. Rocket Money's team will handle all of it, and all you got to do is just confirm on the app. Is Mint shutting down? As of now, Mint is still active, but there has been some talk about Intuit shifting focus to other products like Credit Karma. So that's just something to keep an eye on. Do any of these apps support cash transactions? Neither of the apps actually track the cash unless you manually add it. So if you're somebody who uses cash often, you'll have to do this manually. What happens if I cancel Rocket Money Premium? You'll lose access to premium features like subscription cancellation and also the real-time sync, but you still have all of the other basic features for free. Look, managing your money, it doesn't have to be complicated. Whether you use Rocket Money to simplify everything and cancel your subscriptions, or Mint to get full control over your budget and finances, the most important thing is just getting started. Both of the apps, they have their strengths, but just choose the one that fits your lifestyle and your goals. And I would say one of the biggest questions is how much time do you actually want to spend thinking about money? If you do use the links, it does help out the channel, so it would mean a lot. But other than that, it's been Alex, aka your money friend. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.